You have always felt like a black sheep in this society. Small talk and empty chatter feel like a total waste of your time and energy. You have a deep wisdom that cannot be learned from books or borrowed from others. You feel that you are different, but you do not understand why. Does this sound like you? This is not because you are lonely or because something is wrong with you. It is not even just because you are walking the twin flame path. Dolores Cannon explained this phenomenon, and it is not a theory or a fantasy. The answer lies much deeper than anything you see in your daily life. Your feeling of being a stranger has a very specific purpose that your human mind has simply forgotten. Today, we will explore 11 signs that reveal what is really happening to you. We will look into your subconscious to find the true meaning of your journey. By the end of our talk, you will finally understand why you are not like everyone else and what your soul is trying to tell you. Welcome. I am Indigo Soul. Here, I share insights received from the higher self during Dolores Cannon QHHT sessions to help you understand your soul's evolution and navigate your path toward reuniting with your twin flame. Please like this video to align with the energy of this knowledge and anchor this frequency resonance within your field. Let us look at the first sign that separates you from the crowd. It is a hunger that cannot be satisfied by anything you can buy in a store or achieve in your career. Have you noticed that your friends or family members are perfectly happy with their new cars or their latest promotions? They seem to find genuine joy in the material world, but you feel a strange sense of emptiness even when you achieve those same things. You wake up in the morning and a quiet question burns in your chest. You ask yourself what all of this is really for. You look at the rush of the 3D world and you realize that you cannot find peace in the accumulation of objects or titles. This is not a sign of depression, and it is not a sign that you are ungrateful for your life. This deep dissatisfaction is a sign that your soul has already mastered the lesson of material success in many other lives. You have been the king, and you have been the beggar in different incarnations, and you have already seen that neither role brings eternal peace. Your subconscious is pushing you to look for something much deeper, because your spirit is too mature for the basic games of this reality. You are searching for a meaning that connects you to the source and to your true origin. My dear, you cannot force yourself to be happy with a shallow life because your frequency is tuned to a different channel. This search for meaning often makes you feel like an outsider, but it is the first proof that you are here for a much bigger purpose. You will understand how this hunger relates to your twin flame later, but for now, you must accept that your soul is simply looking for its true home. The second sign is even more mysterious, and it is something you might have felt since you were a very young child. We call this cellular memory. Have you ever visited an old city for the first time, or looked at a photograph of an ancient landscape and felt a sudden wave of recognition? You stand in a place where you have never been in this life, and yet your body feels like it is coming home. You might find yourself drawn to a specific culture or a historical period for no logical reason at all. You might love the music of a distant country or the way people lived in a time long ago. This is not just a random interest or a simple hobby. It is a sign that your soul has left a footprint in that reality before. In the work of Dolores Cannon, we see that our souls carry a form of imprinting from every single experience we have ever had across all of time. You are not just learning about history when you feel this pull, and you are actually remembering it. Your subconscious is holding on to the vibrations of those places because they are part of your eternal story. Have you felt this strange pull toward a specific part of the world? This recognition happens because your soul operates in a quantum reality where time is not a straight line. You are simply tapping into a parallel reality where a version of you is still walking those streets. This deep connection to the past is a clear sign that you are not a new soul. You are a traveler who has seen the world many times over, and your cells remember the truth. You will see how this memory helps you recognize your partner in a moment. But first, we must look at how you handle the pain of others. The third sign is found in the way you respond to the suffering of others. Most people in this 3D reality can easily look away from someone else's pain because they believe in the illusion of separation. But for you, the boundaries between your heart and the rest of the world are very thin. You see the unity of all living beings as a living truth, rather than just a spiritual concept. When you see a stranger crying on the street or an animal in distress, you feel a physical ache in your own body. This is not a choice you made or a moral effort you are putting in. It is a natural flow that comes from your ancient understanding of how we are all connected. Honey, this is why you feel the weight of the collective pain so intensely right now. You are like a sensitive antenna that picks up the frequencies of the world around you. You might be at a social gathering and suddenly feel the hidden sadness of a person across the room, even if they are smiling. This empathy can feel like a heavy burden, but it is a proof that your soul has evolved past the narrow interests of the ego. You understand that there is no real separation between you and the person next to you. This is why your twin flame journey is so demanding for your heart. You are feeling the soul agreement you made to heal not just your own wounds, but to clear the heavy energy of the collective through this deep connection. You will see how this empathy changes your reality at the end of our talk. But first, we must look at how you stay strong in a crisis. If you feel this truth deep in your heart, subscribe to my channel. I will share with you the secrets and legacy of Dolores Cannon, and together, we will navigate all the ups and downs of your spiritual awakening. You need to understand, you are not alone on this journey. The fourth sign of your ancient nature is an unshakable inner stability that appears when everything around you is falling apart. While other people are panicking during a crisis, you often find yourself becoming the calm center of the storm. You have a mysterious inner knowing that every human drama is temporary, and that this too shall pass. You are not indifferent to the situation, but you have already witnessed the rise and fall of so many cycles in your past lives that you do not fear the change. Your friends might call you in the middle of the night because they feel your grounded energy. They know that you will not react with fear or judgment. In my work, I often use a method called QHHT, which stands for Quantum Healing Hypnosis technique. This method was created by Dolores Cannon as a tool to help people connect with their subconscious and find the root cause of their current patterns. During these sessions, I see how old souls carry a frequency of peace that was built over thousands of years of experience. You have already survived losses and betrayals, and even the end of civilizations in your parallel realities. This is why you are not afraid of the chaos in your 3D reality today. Your higher self is reminding you that your core essence cannot be destroyed by any external circumstance. You recognize this feeling of being the anchor for others. This stability is the key to mastering your twin flame union because it allows you to hold the space for both of you when the frequency gets too high. Remember this feeling of peace because it is the foundation for the manifestation we are about to do. Now, let's affirm this truth. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath and repeat after me. I am an ancient soul with the power to stay centered. I accept my path and I trust the wisdom of my heart. I am at peace with the journey of my spirit. Feel that energy. Feel that connection. I invite you to declare this to the universe by writing in the comments below. I am at peace with my journey. The fifth sign of your ancient nature is the ability to see patterns that remain invisible to everyone else. Have you ever noticed that you can sense a cultural shift or a change in a person long before it actually happens? While other people are busy reacting to the events of their 3D reality, you are already sensing the next wave of energy. You might tell your friends about a feeling you have, and they might dismiss you as being too dramatic or even strange. But months or years later, they see that you were right all along. This is not just a lucky guess, and it is not a coincidence. It is your soul recognizing cycles that you have seen many times before across different eras and parallel realities. Because your spirit has already lived through so much history, you possess a form of spiritual foresight. You see the repeating mistakes of humanity, and you understand the underlying cause of the chaos. This vision is part of your soul contract, and it acts as a compass for your own life. It also helps you navigate the intense energy of your twin flame connection. When your partner is lost in their own confusion, you are the one who sees the pattern of their growth. You know exactly why they are reacting this way, because you can see the imprinting from their past. You understand what I am saying. This ability to see the truth behind the mask makes you a natural guide, even if you never asked for that role. You will learn how to trust this vision even more as we move toward the end of our journey. The sixth sign is a deep and sacred need for solitude. For you, being alone is not a sign of loneliness or social failure. It is a vital necessity for your spiritual survival. You often feel like a foreigner in this modern era where everything is too loud and too fast. The constant noise and the shallow demands of the world drain your energy very quickly. You need the silence of your own space to integrate the heavy information you pick up from the environment every day. In the quiet, you are not escaping from your life, but you are actually returning to your connection with the source. This is the only place where you can truly hear the whisper of your subconscious without the interference of the collective mind. Your soul needs this time to process the intense vibrations of your twin flame union and the lessons you are learning. Do you find that a few hours of total silence can heal you better than any conversation? This is because your frequency requires a space that is free from the expectations of others. You are learning to value your own presence because you realize that you are your own best company. You are not running away from the world, and you are simply going back to the internal landscape where you feel most at home. Remember this need for quiet, because it is the secret to keeping your power when the world tries to take it from you. The seventh sign is found in your relationship with material things and the external markers of success. You simply cannot find real meaning in the accumulation of objects. For you, possessions feel heavy and temporary. You have let go of the illusion that a bigger house or an expensive car will provide your soul with lasting peace. This is not because you are against beauty or comfort, but it is because you recognize that these things are just borrowed decorations in the play of life. You have been rich and you have been poor in many other lives. Your subconscious remembers the end of every incarnation where you could take nothing with you but your experiences and your love. Does it feel like a struggle for you to care about what everyone else is buying? You are focused on inner growth because you know that is the only treasure that lasts beyond this 3D reality. This is why you are not easily distracted by the shallow rewards of the world. Even in your twin flame connection, you are not looking for a perfect 3D picture of a relationship. You are looking for the raw soul truth and the spiritual growth that comes through the fire. You want the deep connection of the heart rather than a social status. You understand that everything you own is just a tool for your learning in this school of earth. You will see how this shift in values protects your energy in a moment. But first, we must look at who you truly connect with. The eighth sign is your natural and powerful bond with both children and the elderly. Have you noticed that you find it much easier to talk to a 5-year-old or an 80-year-old than to people your own age? Children often respond to you in a different way than they do to most adults. They feel that you see them as whole souls rather than just projects to be molded. They feel safe in your presence because you do not look down on them. You recognize the purity of their spirit because it reminds you of the source you both recently came from. At the same time, you feel a deep kinship with those who are at the end of their life journey. You find wisdom in their stories, and you respect the transition they are preparing for. This is because a part of your soul is always oriented toward the mystery of life and death. You understand that age is an illusion of the physical body, and that the real age of a person is measured in the depth of their soul. You stand in this middle space as a bridge between the arrival and the departure from this world. My dear, do you feel how naturally you understand these two ends of the life spectrum? This quality makes you a natural healer and a witness to the truth of the soul cycle. You will see why this perspective is the key to your final lesson at the end of our journey. The ninth sign is your organic need for spiritual freedom. You find it impossible to fit your beliefs into the narrow boxes of organized religion or rigid dogmas. While others find comfort in following sets of rules or specific rituals, you feel a sense of restriction when someone tells you how to talk to the source. Your interest in the transcendental reality comes from a natural hunger of your being, rather than fear or a need for social belonging. You respect the ancient traditions, but you cannot limit your vision to just one interpretation of the truth. This is because your soul has already walked many different paths in many different lives. You might find yourself studying Christian mystics one day and practicing Buddhist meditation the next, while also feeling a deep resonance with the work of Dolores Cannon. You are weaving your own tapestry of understanding, because you know that the ultimate truth cannot be contained in a single book or a single building. You seek personal experience and direct connection rather than empty words. This spiritual orientation is exactly what guides your twin flame journey. You are not looking for a traditional relationship because your spirit is searching for a divine alignment. You understand what I am saying. You are looking for a reflection of the source in your partner, and nothing less will ever satisfy you. You will see how this spiritual independence defines your future in a moment. But first, we must look at the power of your gaze. The 10th sign is perhaps the most visible to others, but it is completely impossible to fake. It is the depth in your eyes and your ability to recognize others through their gaze. Have you noticed that when you look at someone, you see far beyond the mask they are wearing? You perceive their hidden motives and their underlying pain almost instantly. This is because your eyes reflect the wisdom of your subconscious, which connects to something eternal. When you look into the eyes of another person, you are not just seeing a physical body, and you are witnessing the truth of their soul. This recognition is exactly what happened when you first met your twin flame. You looked at him, and there was a moment of silent recognition that words could never describe. You felt as if you had known him for thousands of years, even if you had never met him in this 3D reality before. This is not a romantic fantasy, and it is a quantum reality. Your soul recognizes the light and the frequency of those with whom you have ancient soul agreements. When you meet another old soul, there is a shared understanding that makes the isolation of your life a bit easier to carry. Do you remember that specific look in his eyes that made time stop? That was your spirit acknowledging a contract that was signed long ago. You will understand the final piece of this puzzle in the next signs. But first, you must realize that your vision is a sacred gift. The 11th and final sign of your ancient nature is a powerful intuition that functions like a direct line to the truth. You do not need to sit down and analyze every situation with your logical mind, because you possess a form of knowing that operates beyond linear thought. Have you noticed that you often make decisions based on a sudden feeling in your body, even if those decisions seem completely crazy to the people around you? You might quit a stable job or move to a new city or end a relationship because your inner voice told you that your time there was finished. Others might question your sanity, but you have learned through painful experience that ignoring this internal compass always leads to trouble. This is because your intuition is the voice of your higher self communicating with you in the present moment. You are tapping into a massive database of wisdom that your soul has collected over hundreds of incarnations. You are not guessing, and you are actually accessing quantum information that is hidden from the physical senses. This direct channel is your greatest asset in your twin flame journey. When the 3D world tells you that your connection is impossible or that you should just give up, you listen to that quiet knowing inside your heart. You understand that the silence or the distance is just a temporary phase of your soul agreement. You trust your intuition because it is the only thing that has never lied to you in this complex school of Earth. You recognize this power within you? It is the final proof that you are ready to master your own reality. I want to share a story from a QHHT session that perfectly illustrates why you feel so different. A woman came to me because she had felt like a total outsider her entire life, and her relationship with her partner was causing her extreme emotional pain. She felt that she did not belong in this modern society, and she was tired of the constant struggle. When we used the method created by Dolores Cannon to speak with her subconscious, we discovered a remarkable truth. She was shown a parallel reality where she lived in a highly advanced civilization that functioned on telepathy and unconditional love. She saw that she had spent hundreds of lives as a healer and a teacher in many different worlds before choosing to come to Earth. Her subconscious explained that she was a master student who had volunteered for the most difficult lessons this planet could offer. She had chosen her twin flame as a partner for this specific incarnation because they had a contract to wake each other up through the fire of intense longing. The pain she felt was not a punishment, but it was a tool to break her attachment to the 3D illusions. She realized that she was not a victim of her life, and she was actually a powerful creator who had planned this entire journey to help her return to the source. This understanding changed everything for her because she stopped looking for validation from the world and started living from her own internal power. My dear, your story is very similar to hers. You are here because you are strong enough to finish this course. You are an old soul who is finally remembering who you are. As we come to the end of our journey today, I want you to look back at these 11 signs and see yourself clearly. You are not broken, and you are not a failure because you feel like a black sheep. You are a spirit with a vast history and a deep wisdom that this world is only just beginning to understand. The feeling of being a stranger and the intensity of your twin flame connection are all parts of a magnificent plan. You chose to be here at this time to master the frequency of love and to lead others back to the light of the source. Remember that any sense of separation or loneliness is just an illusion of this 3D density. On the level of your higher self, you are already whole, and you are already united with everything you love. Your journey is leading you to a place of total alignment, where you will no longer need to hide your light. Take a deep breath and accept the truth of your ancient nature. You have everything you need inside your own heart. Trust your path and trust the wisdom of your soul as you move toward your final awakening. Thank you for being here today. If this resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more on navigating your spiritual awakening. And remember, the most profound love story you will ever live is the one you build with yourself. Trust the journey. You're on your way home.